Hey there, all you cool, epic, and awesome fans, followers, and listeners. Welcome to episode 79 of the Cool, Epic, Awesome podcast. My name is Matt, and I'll be your co-host today.
And I'm your other co-host, Joe.
And today's episode should be pretty quick. We don't really have that many big releases recently, so we're going to talk about Highest to Lowest, which was Spike Lee's most recent film. It kind of was a struggle to watch it. It just didn't release in AMC for some reason.
Yeah.
So I had to go see it at the Alamo. I don't know, where'd you end up seeing it, Joe?
I saw it at Alamo as well. Very weird that a film entirely set in New York City, filmed in New York City, is barely being shown in any theaters in New York City.
Yeah, really strange.
Yeah.
Then we also saw the movie Honey Don't, which it's Ethan Coen, right?
Yeah.
Directing it. I thought it was Joel for a second.
Nah.
But yeah, one of the Coen brothers, who obviously the Coen brothers are one of probably the greatest directors ever. They have some great films, but since they split, hasn't been that great.
Yeah.
I won't spoil what I think of it, but when we get there, you'll see. And then, Joe, you recommended Before Sunset on the last episode, which I'm a huge fan of that whole trilogy, so it was great to check that out again. I'm excited to talk about that.
Me too.
And then, some movie news, and we're going to break down our top 10 favorite films of the year so far, too, which should be fun.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that. We'll get to that in a little bit, maybe after the movie news.
Yeah.
But before we start, anything, any life updates for the fans?
So, last time I spoke to you guys, I think I mentioned the trip already, right?
Yeah, you mentioned it before.
Yeah. So then I think I have one more episode here, and then there'll be another episode that I'll probably be filming somewhere in Asia. I don't really know. I have to look at the dates and stuff like that. But I basically start in Hong Kong and kind of bounce around for a little bit, and then I'll be back in the U.S. in November. But we're gonna try to still do the podcast. Because most of the movies honestly release within a 2-week window of the U.S. releases, so I should be able to see most of the stuff. Worst case, I'll get a VPN and pirate something. We'll figure it out. But very excited.
Yeah, and maybe if you can't do an episode, I'll look into getting some guests on to cover for you here and there, because you're gonna be gone for a while, 2 months.
Yeah.
So that's at least 8 episodes worth of stuff, or no, 4 episodes.
4 episodes, yeah.
Okay, yeah. So it won't be too bad.
No, and I should be able to do at least 1 or 2 episodes. I want to, at least.
Yeah, definitely. And you got a new background over there? What's going on?
Yeah, so I'm actually in my girlfriend's apartment in Philly. So she'll be popping in a little bit later. I'm sure she'll say hi.
Yeah, she can show face if she wants. But
yeah.
And if Joe's mic quality sounds a little worse this episode, he doesn't have his mic on him, so it should be fine. But just if it does, that's why.
Yeah.
And also, thank you guys for 100 subs on YouTube. We finally made it after 3 years of podcasting, so really appreciate you guys for that. Thank you, loyal subscribers, and we're reaching for 200 next, so hopefully we'll get there soon. But all right, I think we could go ahead and get started.
I got the synopsis of now if you want me to read it.
We'll start with Highest to Lowest, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So all money ain't good money. When the Titan Music Mongol is targeted with a ransom plot, he is jammed up in a life or death morale dilemma. A reinterpretation of Akira Kurosawa's crime thriller High and Low, now played out in the mean streets of modern-day New York City. So I feel like for me, my biggest mistake was watching the original before seeing this, because it kind of the original is honestly one of the best movies I think I've ever seen. It's incredible, and there's so many things they do with the blocking shots in the movie, and just it's more about the kind of high. It's called High and Low in the original title, and I feel it's more of a struggle about people being higher and lower in life, and you see that in this a little bit, but not as much as the original. There's definitely some similarities. Same thing happens with the two sons getting kidnapped and it being the wrong son, and then the money thing, and then actually even to the train part, it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty similar. I just feel this is just a worse version of the original, in my opinion. But I'm interested to see how you feel, because you haven't seen the original, so you have kind of a clearer mind going into it.
Yeah, I was actually curious, because I know you watched the original. What is that actually about? Because this obviously he plays David King, who's this high up music producer guy.
Yeah.
Or not, or whatever
He's
exactly.
I think he's
does,
some type of music producer.
So like, what is the original? What is this rich guy? Is he just some random rich
guy?
Or?
He's like he's like a high up in a shoe company, and essentially like he wants to keep his products like high quality, and people in the business want to kick him, like kind of buy him out so that like they can make cheaper.
Okay, yeah, so it's similar.
So it's similar, but in the sense that like he wants to make real music, and like the people just kind of want to shovel out whatever. So it kind of grasps that a little bit, but I feel like the thing I didn't like about this mostly is that David King, which is Denzel Washington's character, for the majority of the time is like not gonna give up the money. He's like, I'm not doing it. Like, no. And in the original, like, there's like maybe 10 seconds of a shade of doubt, and then he's like, this is my worker, like I'm gonna get his kid back. Like it's a very like he's very like a righteous person, the guy in the original, and this he's just like it's his best friend, and he's just like, am I gonna let his kid die or not? And he's like a millionaire. It's just like, what the fuck? Like very, I don't know, felt very weird to me.
I agree. That was one of the notes that I had written was, yes, it's an interesting moral dilemma, but I feel like the answer should be obvious. Like, why you're really gonna let your best friend's son die over $17 million? Like, no matter what your net worth actually is, and they would have been okay, but they said if he didn't give up the money, he wouldn't have been able to buy the full rights to the production company. But like, why was it such a question? This guy's like, I'm gonna put a bullet in your best friend's son's head if you don't give me the money. And he's like, oh, I don't know if I should do it. Like, I really want to. Like, and how is that even a question?
His son, like, is dead ass, like, we're rich, like, you should pay for it. And he's like, watch your tone. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? Yeah. It's just, and in the original, he's actually, what's different in the original is that the main character, like, the worker's son that gets kidnapped, he's just like a guy that works for him. They're not best friends. He's like their window cleaner or something like that. Mm-hmm. Their sons just happen to play together. And even then, he still is like, this is an innocent kid. I'm going to pay for this kid. Like, I don't want any wrongdoing to him and things like that. And I really did not like that change from the original.
Yeah, and especially when they talk about it a little later, but it's like nowadays with social media, if people found out, which they would, that he didn't give up the money, his career would be done. Like, he would actually be cooked. Mm-hmm. So I don't understand why he kind of even has to think about it for as long as he does. But I guess we wouldn't know unless we're in that position. But
in the original, like, he has some doubts, but it's not. Like, it's maybe for, like, 10, 15 minutes. It's not to the point. Like, within, like, the first 20, 30 minutes, he's like, I'm going to give you the money. Also, in the original, like, so they kind of do this, too. He lives in, like, a big penthouse. And in the original, this guy lives, like, on top of a hill. And, like, it's high and low because the guy is, like, living in poverty underneath, at the bottom of the hill. And he looks up at him. And, like, he calls him and, like, is like, oh, I'm going to, you know. So it's supposed to be, like, looking up, high up at the kind of...
I mean, they kind of do that, though, with a young felon. Like, there's a shot of him looking up. First of all, ridiculous rapper name. Yeah. But there is a shot of him on the phone and looking up at that apartment building, which also, by the way, and this is just another thing that I like about the movie is, like, the emphasis on being set in New York and shots of the city and stuff. The
opening sequence is great.
Yeah, really cool. I pass that apartment building all the time when I drive to work.
Oh, really?
I was like, that's such a cool looking building.
Yeah.
Because it is. Like, the facade of it's really cool, the shape of the building. And when I saw it, they kept putting, like, an emphasis on it at the beginning. And then eventually, like, zooms in and it's actually set, like, in that building. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, like, being from New York.
Yeah, it is a very New York movie through and through. Like, there's a lot of things that, I feel like as New Yorkers, we kind of appreciated. Like, sure, all the Knicks stuff you liked and all the little, like, kind of throws in like that.
Yeah, how they keep mentioning about, like, Boston, fuck Boston.
Yeah, like them on the train.
The train. Like, the guy literally looks at the camera and he's like, "Boston sucks." It's such like a self-referential thing, but I like that.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a Knicks fan. Spike Lee is a huge Knicks fan, obviously. So that kind of stuff was cool. But I would say for overall thoughts, it brings up the question, is Spike Lee washed? Is he washed?
I mean, what was his last good movie? Black Klansman?
Yeah, I was going to say Black Klansman was great. He had another one, I think, after that. But weirdly, you know what this movie reminded me of?
What?
Juror Number 2. From
you know what?
Eastwood. I don't know why, but there's something about it.
You're right.
And it's so weird because it's like these are goats, making these movies now later on in their careers, and there's just something like off.
Something
about them.
like
they're
almost
both
like
very similar. I don't know why.
Like stale. There's something like stale about it. I don't know how to explain it. Like it just feels very. I don't know. Even the scenes when the cops come and they do all the phone stuff, like in the original, there's so much good camera work of like following, because also like the guy is looking up at the house, so they have to like close the windows and stuff like that in the original, and they do a lot of like really cool camera work and stuff. And like this is just like I feel like it's just super boring shots. Like I really was not impressed with the cinematography. Maybe besides like the opening scene, I feel like there was not really much that stuck out in terms of cinematography to me.
I really like the scene of David King walking on the Brooklyn Bridge at night with like the gold beats. That looked kind of cool. But yeah, overall, I would say the cinematography wasn't anything crazy. Nah. And one complaint that I had too was the score. It sounded like elevator music to me. And a lot of times, the score was so loud and overpowering that you could like barely even hear the dialogue that was going on. Like the score should complement the scene. It shouldn't overtake it. Yeah. And it's the same thing in Juror Number 2. They had this weird generic elevator music. I'm like, why? What is?
This is a random question. Did Apple produce Juror Number 2?
I don't think so.
Because I know Apple. Don't think so. Apple like was the one behind this.
Yeah, I don't think they did Juror Number 2.
Yeah. That being said, I will say I do really like the cast. I love Denzel and Jeffrey Wright. I love their interactions together. They have good chemistry. I wasn't a big fan of the wife, to be honest. She's kind of like, I don't know, I found her annoying a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't, especially with the caliber of actor that, Denzel, Jeffrey Wright, and then her, which I'm sure she was fine. She wasn't like horrible. Yeah. But just not on that same level.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Denzel's he's so fun to watch, his character. Just him, he's having fun with it, but he's such a great actor, even like now at this stage of his career. Yeah. So
he's just him. Yeah, I really enjoyed their banter together. I was also going to say, too, like the scene where he finds out that his son is kidnapped is so bad. Like they don't even, it's like he gets a phone call and it's just like stares at him silently. And there's no like, you don't hear what the guy's saying. You're just like, oh, our son's been taken. Like, it's just like, in the original, like, it's a really cool scene of, like, a very tense, like, he's like, I have your son, I need whatever, like, it was like 100,000 yen right now, and he's, like, listing all the bills. And I don't know, I just was, like, really disappointed in that scene.
Yeah, and when that first happened, it also, I don't know if it was just me, but it was very confusing to me as to what happened. Because he gets the call, and they're like, we have your son. But his son wasn't actually taken, so obviously it was a mix-up. Yeah. So why didn't he try, like, calling his son? He just shows up at, like, the police are like, oh, we found him. Like, what was he doing in that time period between the phone call and when they knew it wasn't him that got kidnapped?
Well, he said he was looking for the kid.
But, okay, yeah, I think you're right, but he didn't have his phone or anything?
They left it at the basketball camp.
Okay, I guess, yeah. That's a little
whatever.
Nitpick, but that part, especially when it was first happening, it just confused me a little bit.
No, I'm sorry, continue.
No, that was it.
And I'll say, if I didn't watch the original, I would be extremely confused as well. In the original, like, the two kids, it's something similar. Like, I think the kid's wearing, like, a scarf, and they confuse the kids, and that's what happens in the original. So as soon as I saw the kid take the headband off, I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be, like, the same,
So the kid who plays Jeffrey Wright's son is actually Jeffrey Wright's son in real life. I don't know if you know.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool, yeah.
The other kid, I'm not sure. They're pretty good. They're fine, Yeah. Ice Spice is in the movie too.
For literally 3 seconds. Why do they even have her name on the title card? Like, I thought she was gonna have like a little role or something. Deadass. Like, she's the fifth actress listed, and she has literally 3 seconds of screen time.
Yeah. ASAP obviously is in it. He's pretty good. He's not horrible.
He's fine.
I think a lot of his line, he's like overacting a little bit. In how he delivers his lines. But he was fine. I think it was good to get an actual rapper to play a rapper. And I think there was 2 songs that he had on the soundtrack. Yeah. They're both pretty good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed both those songs.
That ending scene was like, I was very interested to see how that is, because they have a very similar interaction where like they've come face to face at the end. And there's like this moment where the robber, or like in this, I guess in the original, the young felon of this story, like it's like a kind of like a cage between them, like not like the
Yeah.
glass. So he like gets up and like gets like really physical with I don't know, it's like a really cool like physical performance in the scene. And this was like, I don't know, I didn't like that there was glass, and it felt very like he just spit at him and like was like, I mean, he freaks out in the original, but I just felt like it was such better executed in the original.
Yeah, that scene though I thought was pretty good because I didn't know what was gonna happen because it seemed like when David King first sort of interrogates him and first confronts him and they have this
Hmm.
back and forth, he kind of realizes like, okay, this guy is actually talented. He has potential. Like, should I, is he gonna consider maybe bringing him on, maybe like
Yeah.
mentoring him? So I didn't know. I mean, obviously there's all the baggage of what he did,
Yeah.
and then eventually like he ends up shooting at him and shit. But it was kind of interesting to see like where that was gonna go. And I
Yeah.
thought there was a little bit of tension in that final scene. And then obviously he's like, I'm not signing you.
Yeah.
Like, that's when he freaks out.
Yeah.
But
I feel like they don't like they try to show you a little bit of young felon, like they kind of, not that they make you empathize with him, but they show you like his wife and his daughter, and I like they're supposed to, that's kind of their version of showing he's like struggling and he's just trying to like kind of, you know, like in I keep bringing up the original. I'm sorry. It's just like I feel like
okay.
it's so, hard to compare them, but like in the original he's a medical assistant and he's just like really poor and like lives in but it kind of shows you like in the original, like the rich man, the high man is like the more moral person in this situation than the low man, because the low man's willing to kill a kid to like get out of the kind of, I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, the morality of everything is
Yeah.
interesting because, this guy is talented,
Hmm.
young felon, right? But David King doesn't look his way at all.
Yeah.
But it's just like the lengths that he's willing to go to get his attention, he takes it too far. But
Yeah.
it is like there is an interesting aspect of like sometimes you have to do something extreme to get the attention of someone who's in a position of power.
Yeah.
Too extreme there, obviously, but
Yeah.
it's still interesting.
Yeah.
Did you have a favorite scene?
I mean, now that you pointed out that Brooklyn Bridge scene is really nice, I really like the opening scene as well, like with them just doing like the shots of New York City kind of,
Mhm.
and then going up to the building and panning to it. That was really cool.
Yeah, the Brooklyn Bridge scene is nice too. It's not my favorite, but they also it is kind of a callback to when his wife. Sorry if you just heard that computer noise. When his wife talks to him about how he used to cross over the Brooklyn Bridge all the time to walk to her apartment back when
Yeah.
he wasn't like as rich, and thought it was like romantic or whatever. But my favorite scene was actually the initial money drop off scene with the
The
trains.
train.
And there's also like Puerto Rican days going on at the same time, which
Oh
there
yeah,
was a
they
little Anthony Ramos
Ramos.
cameo, and
Yeah.
also Rosie Perez from
Yeah.
uh she's from Do the Right Thing. She plays Spike Lee's like girlfriend in that movie. So it's
Oh
cool
really?
to see her. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I didn't know
It's the
that.
same
That's
girl.
awesome.
She's in Birds of Prey too.
Oh, she plays like the
Renee
police.
Montoya.
Okay.
So she's a great actress, and it was
Yeah.
cool for Spike Lee to bring her back.
Good.
But just like the music in that scene was really good. I liked that was like the one part of the score that I liked, the chase
Yeah.
sequence, and also like the actual music that they were playing at the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Yeah, it was cool.
It felt like very New York. It took
Mhm.
place on the subway. There was just lots of
Like
a
the
bunch of Yankees
chaos.
fans coming
Yeah.
in, chaos, and it was a little bit ridiculous with like how this young felon guy could orchestrate this insane robbery where
Yeah.
the money bag would fall at the exact right spot, and then there's like three guys with motorcycles and
Wearing
it
the
seemed a
same
little
outfit.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I don't care because it was cool, so it
Yeah.
didn't really matter.
But really cool.
Yeah, exactly. Like, why does the tracker stop working for no reason? They
Who
don't really
cares?
explain
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah,
just
like,
like-
whatever. That scene was really cool, and I think up until that point, I was like, "What is this movie?" And then after then, Spike Lee kind of like puts on the burners, and then just it
Yeah.
gets a lot better from that point.
Yeah.
So,
You have a favorite character?
yeah, I think I like David King the best. It just Denzel does such a great job.
Yeah.
He's not the most likable guy, but I just can't help but love like Denzel.
He's just
in that role.
He's awesome. I'll be a little different. I'll say Jeffrey Wright's Paul was also very good as well. A lot. I really like the cast was really good. I don't know. It was just everyone was having fun. It felt like they also had the guy from the fucking State Farm commercials.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the Allstate commercials. He plays like the passive aggressive cop. Yeah, Mayhem. Yeah.
Yeah. There's also I think there's a part where Jeffrey Wright like pulls out the gun and he's like, "Oh, this is my insurance."
Oh yeah,
Jake
from State Farm.
And then when he pulls out the second gun, he's like, "Oh, this is Mayhem," which is the character's name in the Allstate commercials. Which it's a little stupid thing, but it was funny.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess one thing that I want to talk about before we get to ratings is I mentioned it earlier, but like, what was the deal with this film's rollout? I feel like A24 always struggles with this.
I think it's
marketing or rolling the film out correctly. Like, why is this not in more theaters? It's a Spike Lee film. It stars Denzel. It could make decent money, but like, why? It doesn't make any sense.
Apple produced it. That's why. Because it's a 2-week release window, and then it comes on Apple.
No, bro, but F1. Huh? Apple made F1.
No, but this only has a theatrical release for 2 weeks, and then September 5th it goes to streaming.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But I think it's more A24. You're seeing that also with the, and apologies if I mispronounce this, but Neja 2. A24 bought the distribution rights for the English language version. No, like they re-released it and there's no marketing. Like, why? That
I've seen marketing for. The highest to lowest I haven't. But maybe it's because I'm into animation, so I'm like the target demographic for that. But even so, like, highest to lowest, a film set in New York City with Spike Lee, like such a cultural icon in New York City. Why is this not playing? And like we shouldn't have to struggle to go find these movies. I was telling my girlfriend about this movie. Like, she had no idea that a movie like this was coming out, and I was like, there's so many good movies that like I feel like most people don't know about just because of horrible rollouts and horrible marketing.
Yeah, it's really strange, and A24 always has struggled with this, and it's so weird because they are one of the more prominent, like not even up and coming.
No, they're not anymore.
They're a huge studio that consistently makes great movies, but they're never gonna do well because there's no marketing for them, and they have these weird rollouts. I don't understand really. Yeah. So this is a problem, and this movie's gonna make no money. So not that Spike Lee cares, but he's already
with Denzel.
Yeah, but
this is a random side note. But did you see that Spike Lee and Timothée Chalamet said they're gonna try to make a movie?
No, I didn't see that. That'd be pretty cool.
He said they said maybe 4 or 5 years from now when he's done with all the Dune stuff.
Parasite remake, why not? What other Asian movie can Spike Lee remake? Old Boy. I gotta watch Old Boy now.
I'm deathly scared to watch Old Boy now because of because that's like a way more wild movie, Old Boy, than this, I would say.
Yeah, the only thing I know about it is it stars Josh Brolin and Elizabeth
Olsen. Yeah.
So that's it. But
do they have like their version of a hallway fight scene?
I don't know. I'm scared to watch it too because it's infamous as being horrible. But
this one is not as like this wasn't bad. This one was like okay.
Yeah, Spike Lee, he makes great movies, but just I don't know, man. Like, why does he make decisions like that? Why would you remake Old Boy? This one at least okay. Who really knows high and low? So it's fine. But
at least this was like it had a lot of influence from High to Low, but it was still like different. It wasn't like a complete 1-to-1 of High to Low.
Yeah,
but
okay. So you want to get to ratings? You could rate it.
So I gave it a 3 stars. There are some things that I enjoy about it. Denzel and Jeffrey Wright are fantastic. And I like obviously the New York setting's really well, and there's some moments that I enjoy, but overall I really did. It was okay. It's hard for me to separate this from the original. I keep saying this. I'm sorry. And on its own, I feel like it's fine, but it's just nothing. I don't know. Like, it's kind of just like, what is the point? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a fair take. Highest to lowest for me, I also gave it a 3 stars. I think it's fine, but it starts out very weak, and it does get to a point where eventually it picks up steam after that initial money drop-off sequence that I mentioned before. But there are just some weird things going on in this movie that I don't understand, especially like weird choices with the music, and having this like elevator music-esque soundtrack.
Yeah.
And there was just something about this film that just felt off to me.
Yeah.
Overall, still had fun with it, so I'm fine with giving it a 3. And I really do like the whole New York thing, and Spike Lee a lot of times winking directly at the camera with like the Boston sucks stuff. Being a Knicks fan, obviously that's kind of cool, but this is like, if you compare this to something like Do the Right Thing, it's just not even in the same ballpark.
Yeah.
So a little bit disappointing. But.
Yeah. What is Isn't the basketball coach in this? Who play? Is that like a?
Yeah, it's Rick Fox.
He's
a
Lakers,
former Lakers player.
I knew he was in. Like I recognize him. Like I knew he wasn't like
Kobe. Yeah.
Yeah. But all right. So that was highest to lowest. I'm actually curious. I want to go on Spike Lee's. Yeah, his top 4 are Black Klansman, Do the Right Thing, Malcolm X, Inside Man, I've never seen, and then the Five Bloods.
The Five Bloods, I wasn't the biggest fan of.
What is that about?
It's like some. Honestly, I forget, but it's some like war. It takes place during
like Vietnam War.
I forget which war.
What's your favorite Spike Lee movie?
Do the Right Thing.
Yeah.
Also, She's Gotta Have It is really good.
What is that?
It's basically about this girl who's seeing like 3 guys at once, and it's kind of like about her relationships with each of the guys. It's like a short film. It's fun.
That's kind of cool.
But yeah, He Got Game. I've never seen.
25th Hour. I never watched that.
Malcolm X, gotta watch. Damn, 202 minutes. It's kind of crazy.
I've seen clips of Malcolm X, but I still think Do the Right Thing is my favorite one of him. I just saw.
Yeah, I love Black Klansman too.
Yeah,
I really like the cast in that movie. But all right, now let's talk about some more schlop. Honey Don't.
I mean, I wouldn't call it schlop, but
it's directionless.
It's very weird. I was expecting much more from Cohen.
So
you want to read it?
I'll read this synopsis. Yeah. So Honey Don't. She only has 2 desires, and one of them is justice. Honey O'Donoghue, a small-town private investigator, delves into a series of strange deaths tied to a mysterious church. So, Honey O'Donoghue is played by Margaret Qualley, and I think she's good in the movie. Mm-hmm. She plays this private detective that just kind of, she's old school. She's very like, I don't know what the word is.
I feel like
she's very blunt. She's very blunt. And she just kind of is trying to do her job. She's constantly harassed by men throughout the movie.
Yeah.
And yeah, then you have Chris Evans, who plays this weird religious church leader that's taking advantage of his position to kill people, have sex with women, and it's obviously a shady church going on, and it's just her trying to tie the dot or connect the dots and figure it out. So
does she even at the end? Like, do we even know? I feel like this is one of those movies where I left having more questions than when I went in with the movie. Like, there's just
the plot is all over the place.
Yeah,
really. Like, I saw someone's review on Letterboxd that said take a shot every time the plot, the main focus of the plot changes, and you'll be hammered.
Because it's
to that extent.
There's just so much. I feel like they tell you little things going on with each kind of different areas of the plot, but they never actually finish any plot points. There's just so many what's the term? I guess unfinished plot points is the term, I guess.
Unanswered questions.
Questions, yeah.
Or loose threads. Loose threads.
Do we know why they wanted that girl killed? That she's investigating?
Which girl?
The one from the church.
Oh, they wanted her killed?
Yeah, why did they want her killed? Do we even figure out why? No.
If we did, it went over my head.
They don't even, then they talk about this French businesswoman having dealings with the church. Never address that whatsoever. And then, Chris Evans obviously runs a shady church, but they don't explain his motivation. So, you have all these characters doing things, but you have no idea why, and they don't tell you why. So I'm like, what the fuck? At the end, the last scene, I was like, this is the end of the movie? I was like, what the fuck? There's no way. This is, I feel like there has to be another, 45 minutes left.
Yeah, it's weird. It almost feels unfinished. It ends with that scene where Margaret Qualley's in the street and she sees like the French lady. It's the first time they interact, and they just like flirt with each other. And Margaret Qualley's like, "Oh, like, do you want to fuck?" And the movie ends. Like, what?
What,
bro? Chris Evans' character dies. She doesn't even like do anything about it or investigate that, and that's kind of brushed over. And then there's this weird climax where Aubrey Plaza is just evil for some reason.
Yeah, she's the one who like locked up her like niece for some reason. What, like, I don't know. Does she even say why? It's like a stupid ass reason.
I don't even know. But it's like I don't like. What does the church have to do with this? I don't know. What does the church have to do with Aubrey Plaza? Is there any connection there?
No, I don't think so. I went over my head if it did.
It's like the whole, at least from the start, it's like, okay, let's investigate this shady church. Let's figure out what they're doing. And like, we know that they're shady. Yeah. Margaret Qualley, she doesn't know necessarily, but she obviously has a feeling. Mm-hmm. And, you know, there's this like, that you think this is where the story is going to go. It's like, okay, we're going to investigate this church. And then it's like, okay, there's this side plot with Aubrey Plaza. And then Aubrey Plaza is revealed to be evil. She gets killed. And it's like, okay, we resolved it. Aubrey Plaza got killed. It's like, that wasn't even the problem to be resolved. That came out of nowhere.
As she's investigating the first missing girl, then her niece goes missing. And then the plot shifts to that. And they completely forget about the girl that got murdered. And it's just like, I feel like if they would have just stuck with like either her investigating the murder or her niece going missing and her investigating that, they should have just stuck with one of those instead of like doing half stories with them and then leaving the audience confused.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I really don't even know what to say about this movie. It's like such a weird movie.
Yeah, the cast is great.
I think Drive-Away Dolls, which Ethan Coen directed, that was like his first solo movie that he directed. This is his second. That I think was a little bit better, but still like not great. But it's just it's really weird.
Yeah.
Ever since the split between the brothers, we've got two of these movies, and they're both star Margaret Qualley, both just weird and mid.
Like, is he the one that discovered Margaret Qualley?
No, she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh wow.
I don't know if that's where she was discovered necessarily. For a bunch of people, she was probably discovered in The Substance, but we knew about her before then.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I'm going to add that to my list. Drive-Away Doll. Sorry.
No, it's okay. Another thing is Margaret Qualley, her character Honey is a lesbian in the movie, and they do go into that a lot. It's like a big part of her character. They constantly show her getting hit on men and having to, which I liked. What's his face's character?
Charlie Day. I was just going to mention that he was great.
I like He's like constantly hitting on her in the movie, and she's denying him, and then Chris Evans hits on her, and she denies him. And there's like these pretty aggressive sex scenes that she has with Aubrey Plaza. I didn't really think they had much chemistry, honestly. I don't know if that was just me.
They were fine. It was like, it didn't really feel like, they just feel like they were fucking. It didn't really feel like they had like, they were just attracted to each other. It wasn't like they like had a deep connection or anything like that.
I guess, yeah. Actually, you're right. It does seem very like surface level.
Yeah. That's what I like took from it.
The way that Aubrey Plaza's character was like shown in the movie and how she carried herself is not how I expected it to be, honestly. She was like different than her usual self. She's usually kind of like quirky and stuff, but she was very like socially
shy
awkward
almost.
Shy. Yeah. Which is nothing wrong with that. I just didn't expect that. So.
I honestly, her, Chris Evans, Charlie Day, and Qualley were all great. Like, I actually really like their respective roles. Even Chris Evans, he was in an actual movie. He was in The Materialist and he was in this, so he's actually acting again, which is nice. And I thought both of his roles were good. I know you haven't seen The Materialist yet, but
yeah, I gotta watch it. I've been slacking so hard this year. I gotta catch up on movies. Paddington 3, that's my next 2025 to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris Evans was great. I think he was probably my favorite character. And I think my favorite scenes and probably the funniest scenes were the sex scenes involving him.
Oh, yeah.
It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah.
He's like, "Oh, like let the Holy Spirit come into you," or like something like that. And then he has a girl like holding a
mirror.
He's like, "No, like I need to see your bosom in order for the Holy Spirit to be transferred." And it's like so ridiculous.
Yeah.
But I thought that was really funny.
Yeah.
And also kind of like a comment on like the Catholic Church.
The
a
Catholic
little bit
Church,
with,
yeah.
You know, those allegations
Patients.
and whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was played for humor in this. I thought it was pretty funny. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I really, like, honestly, the trailers look great. Like, the movie they showed, like, in trailers, I thought it was going to be, I don't know. I was a lot more excited for this, and I got pretty disappointed, to be honest.
Yeah, I also thought Chris Evans should have been in it a little longer.
Yeah.
He's not in it as much as I expected.
Yeah. I feel like they should have just cut the French businesswoman out and, like, just have him in it. Like, her character's low-key pointless.
Well, she kills him.
But, like, why? We don't even know why.
Well, because whatever French organization that's, I guess, funding the church, or he's funding them, or I don't know, they don't like what's been going on with him. Where, like, he's being sloppy and people are getting killed and stuff. So that's why she kills him. But I think you should have cut out the Aubrey Plaza stuff and just made it mainly like a Chris Evans versus Margaret Qualley kind of cat and mouse game between the both of them.
Yeah, or just have her be like, I'm sorry, continue.
Maybe have like Chris Evans attack her at the end and get killed instead of Aubrey Plaza randomly attacking her.
His performance in this like reminded me a lot of his performance in Knives Out.
Yeah, definitely similar.
Like that kind of like charming charisma type of, you know.
Yeah. I honestly really don't have much else to say.
Yeah,
about this movie.
It's very very weird movie.
Do you have like a favorite scene, favorite character?
The fight sequence with Qualley and Aubrey Plaza was actually pretty good, but maybe that's probably my favorite scene.
Character?
Honey O'Donoghue.
Really?
Yeah.
She
I thought she was great, honestly. She's my favorite part of the movie.
I thought Chris Evans was my favorite character, Reverend Devlin. That's his name. But yeah, I mean, I didn't have high hopes for this going in, so I'm not like super disappointed. I'm just like, just sucks that we have to talk about this on the podcast because it's just not.
This is a rough week, man.
Yeah,
this is the movie.
Came out. Nobody too. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did actually.
How was that?
It was good. It's like you know, they're just like the John Wick movies, except it's like an older guy. And they're a little more like realistic, I think. This one definitely went more John Wick. It takes place in like a theme park, so they use a lot of the environment stuff in that, which I always like.
Yeah, I gotta watch the first one and then check that one out.
Just like very similar to John Wick.
Yeah, I guess we could do ratings.
Yeah.
Then move on.
So I could
go first though, just because you went first last time. Sorry, but Honey Don't I gave a 2.5 stars, 5 out of 10. Very mid movie. The plot is all over the place. I think there are some redeeming qualities about it. Like a lot of the performances are good. There are some funny aspects of the movie, especially with the idea of this church. And wasn't it called like Four-Way Church too? Was that the name of the church?
I think you might be right because the star of the 4 points.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, Chris Evans was great as that leader, but it's just it feels weird and directionless almost. And the movie ends and you're like, that's it. Like this is how you resolve the story.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe could have used like 20 more minutes just to fill out the rest of that plot, but it's pretty mid.
Yeah. So same as you, I gave it a 2.5 out of 5, so 5 out of 10. Again, it felt like felt unfinished or unsatisfied at the end of it. There's a lot more questions that I have getting out than coming into the movie. And a lot of weird choices with characters, and just was not a big fan of it. Very disappointing.
Yeah, so I guess before we move on to movie news, do you want to maybe touch on something else that came out? Peacemaker?
Oh, yeah. So me and Matt actually we obviously, everyone knows Peacemaker came out on Thursday, first episode. And this is like the first one in the DCU now. So now it kind of like shows you, I feel like the show is going to like clarify what is canon and what is not canon in the DCU. But anyway, what did you think of the episode?
I thought it was pretty solid. I like how they straight up, just from the start, address that ending of season 1.
Yeah.
Because it's clearly set in the DCEU by the end of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Where something like The Suicide Squad, it's more, there's not really something that strictly sets it in the DCEU. Peacemaker, you have, Jason Momoa and Ezra Miller actually show up. So the way that they decide to address it, which I think when we talked about this is kind of what I thought they should have done, was just have the flashback to that scene and it just be our actors in the new DCU. And I feel like that's straightforward enough and people get it and it works. You also get a little Guy Gardner in there, a little Hawker, kind of banter. So, like you said, we'll find out what's canon and what's not. But as far as the episode, I thought it was fine. I mean, for me, I like James Gunn, but sometimes with the R-rated stuff, he goes a little bit too far, in my opinion.
You got a little that scene.
There's two scenes in particular. One I don't have a problem with, but a lot of people online are talking about is the White Rabbit. There's the comment about like the camel toe, and they sewed in a camel toe into her costume.
Oh, I mean, to be honest, I didn't like. I heard the comment, but I didn't see that like on the costume.
Well, you can't even see it in the movie. I mean, in the show,
she's in it for like 2 seconds.
The actress posted herself in the costume, and there's like a clear camel toe sewed into it.
I kind of don't like.
So I mean, it's a little bit like to me, that's a 1 second joke. It's fine, but the scene that I didn't like is this orgy scene.
I thought it was funny.
It's funny, but like.
But it's not
I'm watching a superhero show. I'm watching Peacemaker. I don't want to see like people having sex and like guys jerking off in the background. Like I get that it's rated R, but there's ways you could show him being depressed without all of that stuff.
Like, but do you think?
Weird. Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
Sorry, no,
but
you're good.
it is one of the issues that I have with James Gunn doing the DCU, and I like that there are a lot of sort of different tones with different projects, but you're going to have kids who watch Superman and see Peacemaker in it and know John Cena and like, all right, let me put on Peacemaker. And the parents might be like, I'm a little hesitant. Maybe we could watch one episode. And it's like dudes jerking off in the background and stuff. It's like it's hard to be cohesive and tell this overarching story when you have stuff like that.
See, that I disagree with. One, I feel like it's like, it didn't feel out of place. It feels on brand for Peacemaker to do something like that. Like he literally has a threesome in the first season too, with the vigilante and that like random girl. Remember?
Oh yeah, but they don't like show it.
No, this definitely they got like a bigger upgrade in terms of like budget and stuff like that. But I see. I think that's the difference. I think that's the strength of the DCU is that you can have these very tonally like that one little scene that's not going to affect the overall continuity of the DCU. It's just a small little, that's going to have zero effect on like like obviously when Peacemaker's in like the movies and stuff, he's not going to be written the way he's written in this. And I'm sure like if another hero comes into Peacemaker, they're going to be written differently than they were if they were written in a PG-13 thing. So I disagree with the sense that like it's the tonal difference is bad, but I can understand you having a problem with the scene. I didn't mind it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah, and it might be hypocritical because I do love the boys and I love the stuff they do on there, but I do think they also go too far sometimes too. I just don't. I don't know. I prefer James Gunn's PG-13 stuff. Like, give me Guardians and give me Superman over.
Yeah.
The kind of jokes that he does in Peacemaker. A lot of it is just a little bit immature and a little bit too far. I don't know. Yeah. But the episode itself, I'm trying to think, what are they trying to set up for the season? So there's this alternate universe
where his brother's alive.
And he ends up killing their version of Peacemaker pretty easily, honestly. Yeah. But
I also saw.
So I guess he's gonna be impersonating him on that Earth. I'm gonna assume.
One thing I didn't like, I don't really like they're kind of having like pushing like a romantic subplot with Peacemaker and Harcourt. I don't really like that much. I don't know. I prefer when they just stay like friends.
Yeah, we'll see how it happens because in the perfect world, Peacemaker is with her. So
no, I think in that world they broke up.
Well, yeah, but they were a thing at some point, at least.
I saw a rumor, actually, about who she's dating in that world.
Like now? Since breaking up with Peacemaker?
Yeah. And it's the guy from Suicide Squad.
Which one?
That he kills.
Bloodsport?
No, the guy he kills. The guy Peacemaker kills in Suicide Squad. He stabs him in the heart. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Rick Flag Jr.?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. That would be interesting.
I saw some rumor that he's going to come back to play, but we'll see. Yeah.
So where do you think the season's going to go? Because I know James Gunn was like, by the end of season 2 of Peacemaker, it'll be more clear like where the big story of the DCU is going.
Well, they said 6 to 8. They haven't shown to anybody yet because like it's apparently like very spoiler heavy. So like the press hasn't even seen those yet. So I'm really interested to see like where I have no idea where it's gonna go because it seems like they've only shown footage from like the first maybe 2 or 3 episodes.
Yeah, and there is an emphasis on the multiverse. I know it's only one Earth, but it leads me to believe that maybe there is a Justice League on that Earth, and they're not as good as people may think. I've seen a theory that, obviously Peacemaker's dad's a complete asshole, like white supremacist, all that. But maybe the reason why he's loved on that Earth is because that type of stuff is accepted and good. So like they seem like they're good, but they're actually evil on an evil Earth. So it looks like they're good. And maybe where the DCU is going could be the, not the what's the
Crime
evil Justice
Syndicate.
League? Crime Syndicate.
Yeah.
Crime Syndicate. So we'll see.
Crime Syndicate's awesome.
I think David
really
Cornsweat's going to appear.
I think so at the end. Yeah.
So maybe he's playing Ultraman in that world, but also
or Bizarro.
Three different versions of Superman within like 2 projects would kind of be weird.
What do you mean?
He played Ultraman already.
If they're doing this like Dark Justice League route or like some Crime Syndicate, it's gonna be that, or it's probably that Ultraman is gonna become Bizarro basically. And that's what I think they're going to do. He's going to create like a version of the Crime Syndicate. Or maybe he'll call himself Ultraman or something. But yeah, also actually, this is a good transition because I didn't send this in the movie news. Speaking of James Gunn, they announced that he's already writing his next movie. And it said, he's calling it the Superman Saga. That's not the official title, I don't think. But I think he said he's already done with the script or very close to being done with the script. And then there was a leaked storyboard from the set of Superman. You've probably seen this, right? You know what I'm talking about?
With Brainiac?
Mm-hmm. It's like Superman, Supergirl, and Krypto, and then like Brainiac and the other thing, which I think that would be really cool if they do like a Superman Supergirl team up. I think I honestly prefer that over like a World's Finest.
Really, I definitely would prefer World's Finest. It's kind of weird because I saw that headline that he said the next 2 DC projects will be the Batman Part 2 and
Wonder Woman,
the Superman
I'm sorry.
like spinoff or whatever. So what happened to Clayface?
No, Clayface is still
the next after that.
Well, because Clayface is like.
Next after Supergirl and Clayface will be like the next Supergirl.
Yeah, because Supergirl is already filmed and Clayface is like in pre-production, but those other 2 haven't started yet. So he's saying the next to go into production.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see what the general public thinks of being this like Superman focused saga. I think he should focus more on Batman, but that's just my opinion. I think Batman sells well. And I think Batman's just a better character. I like Batman personally.
Well, right. I feel like they're not going to make Batman like the focal point until at least Actually, I was going to ask you this. This is an interesting question. So, how would you feel if they say that it's going to be separate Batmans, but Patterson is going to play both of them? Like Patterson will play the DCU Batman, but it'll be a different take on the character. It'll be more like I don't know the word. It would be like, I guess, covering all of the Batman mythos, not just like the dark, like grounded stuff. Because I think he could do it. Perfect example is Mickey 17. He plays 2 completely different characters, and he's excellent in both. How would you feel about that?
I don't think he would do it, 1, and 2, they wouldn't do it. It would just be too confusing.
You could say
people say having 2 separate actors play 2 Batmans is confusing. Having 1 actor play 2 different Batmen, that's going to be way too confusing for people.
I don't know. I think that the people, you don't give enough credit to the general audience. They could figure it out. It's not that, like, they could just have a simple, you know how many multiverse stories we've had now? It's
it's not like, oh, he's going to appear. It's like 2 concurrently running Batmen that are different characters in different universes played by the same person.
Yeah.
There's no way they would do that.
But the Batman stuff is going to end. It's only 1 more movie. That's it. It's only a trilogy.
Yeah, sure, it's going to end, but the next movie's not coming out till 2027. Who knows when the 3rd one's going to come out?
And who knows when the Brave and the Bold's going to come out?
You think we'll get Batman 3 before the Brave and the Bold?
I don't know, man. I mean, we have Andy Muschietti directing, so I don't really know what the fuck's going on.
We'll see. I don't know if he's directing still.
Hopefully not. But
I don't think they'll do that. I wouldn't want them to do that.
you know who
if you're gonna do that, just bring Robert Pattinson in and just make him play the Batman version.
You know who I would actually love to direct Batman? Sam Raimi.
I was gonna say Raimi.
After I watched Darkman, I definitely think he would absolutely crush Batman.
Or give Aronofsky another chance. I just don't know if they want to do, because he would probably do something darker, I feel like.
Wait, what do you mean give Aronofsky a chance?
He had a script for a Batman movie that never got made.
Really?
Yeah.
What? Is it like available online? I kind of want to read it.
I don't know. But look it up. I'll look it up right now.
Mm. Yeah, he's been talking a lot about superhero shit lately. I feel like he's gonna, and there's those rumors about him doing Plastic Man.
Yeah, let's see. Darren Aronofsky, Batman script. Batman Year One, live action script. It's on Internet Archive.
All right, I'm actually gonna look at it when this ends. For those of you who know, I'm a big Aronofsky fan.
Let's see. So Frank Miller was gonna write the script, and Aronofsky was gonna direct.
Damn. Was it based off the
And
the
there's
comic?
concept art too.
Word?
He looks like the Year One Batman.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is it probably there's a comic book, Batman Year One. It's probably based off of that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, let me share my screen.
I'm very curious, actually.
Hold on a sec.
I don't know how Aronofsky would do. Oh, that's sick with the ears. I love that.
Yeah, like the old school kind of.
Yeah. Oh, that's dope.
And then, let's see. This is the script. So if you want to read it.
Do you know who the villain was?
I have no idea. There's definitely like YouTube videos that go through the whole script and what it would be.
All right. I did not know this. This is like, as soon as this ends, I'm going to deep dive on that. All right.
So give Aronofsky another chance to do it.
Yeah.
Why not?
But watch Darkman. I know you haven't seen it, and you'll definitely. I feel like because it's like that Spider-Man vibe of like, I don't know how to explain it. Like that early Spider-Man movie vibes, but it's like a darker tone of like it's a mix of like Spider-Man and like the Tim Burton Batman. That's like the vibe I kind of think when I think of him doing a Batman movie.
Yeah, Raimi Batman could work. Why not?
Please. No more Andy Muschietti, please. All right.
All right, we can move on to the movie news
Yeah.
now. So first thing, really quick, just want to touch on this, and I want to see why you think this is happening. But Shrek 5, which was previously going to release in summer of 2026, has been delayed to June 30th, 2027, so an entire year.
Yeah.
So why do you think this happened?
I heard a rumor that the original plot was like very weird and dealt with like the multiverse and coming into the real life, and they just completely scrapped it and starting over.
Shrek. Actually, yeah, you're right. We did talk about Shrek Multiverse on one of our episodes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, but yeah, I have a feeling they might fix the animation up. I don't know.
It's possible.
Something that looks a little bit more like the original.
I think they should go the Puss in Boots route.
They could do that. I don't know if that style really fits Shrek.
It's true.
But I don't think they moved it because they want to avoid other movies releasing around that time.
I don't think so.
Avengers also got delayed.
And
what else is coming out 2026? Supergirl, I think.
No, they get delayed. Supergirl might move up, actually.
No, it's coming out 2026 summer, I'm saying.
Odyssey.
So I don't think that they're trying to avoid that stuff. I think there has to be something going on behind the scenes.
Yeah. Well, I feel like it got bad press from the way it was animated, and then also that leak came out that apparently it's going to be multiversal shit, and that was even like, I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah.
Shrek in the multiverse.
Shrek in the multiverse, apparently. All right. Next bit of news we have Ryan Reynolds shares a possible Avengers Doomsday tease on Instagram. Apparently, actually, there was a rumor that him and Robert Downey Jr. had some beef on set, apparently. I don't know how true that is, and I even heard something that they won't film scenes together anymore. But then again, I'm like, what fucking scenes are they filming together?
Yeah, I don't think that's true, just because I don't think Ryan Reynolds... Well, apparently he is in the movie based on this teaser that he put up. He randomly posted like an Avengers logo on his story or on his Instagram, and I think it's the same one that's in Deadpool and Wolverine. When I think he also posted like an Avengers logo with the kind of anarchy symbol over it. It's also in that movie. even if Deadpool is in the movie, which it seems like he will be, he's gonna be like a cameo.
Yeah,
there's no way. It's not like he has all these scenes that it's gonna be a problem. Like, oh,
what is it like? Yeah, like
RDJ can't film together.
What is he gonna?
Doubt that.
I was gonna say, what realistically, what is Deadpool gonna do against Doctor Doom? Nothing. He's gonna
he's invincible, I guess, but
yeah, true. But yeah.
What do you think about him being in the movie? Do you think he should be?
No,
Why?
I don't. It doesn't fit the vibe at all. Cataclysmic world ending, like, and it doesn't make sense. Also, I mean, they could explain that because he's not on Earth. He's just like in the void.
Well,
no, I lied. No.
He's on a different Earth.
He's on like a different Earth.
But I think I saw something that Loki is gonna have a team of people that'll be him, Captain Carter, Deadpool, Wolverine,
and Gambit,
and Deadpool, Wolverine, Gambit, and then
X-23.
Maybe X-23, or I want to say like Captain America too, because there's also these rumors now that the plot is going to center around the fact that Steve Rogers went back in time and decided to live it out. Is what's causing the incursions.
Nostalgia, I don't like it.
I feel like it's almost confirmed that Chris Evans is going to be in the movie.
No, I don't mind him being in it, but like making the whole reason this happens like a callback to an older movie, I do not like.
I don't know. I mean,
there's plenty of other
callback though, but that would make sense because that messes with the timeline.
Bro, there's so many other reasons you could say that there's incursions. The multiverse of madness. There's multiple reasons why there's incursions happening. In the Marvels, there's a bunch of different reasons why incursions is happening. Why are we going back again to this? Like, we keep going back. We're going back with the X-Men, back with this original cast of Avengers. Like, let's move on. I'm so sick of this shit with the Russos, dude. I cannot wait for this movie to come out and then just to do clean slate and just X-Men is going to be the focus of everything. I'm so fucking excited.
You're going to have to wait till Secret Wars. Sorry.
I like. Is it bad if I say I'm more excited for Spider-Man and Supergirl than I am for Doomsday and Secret Wars?
No, I feel like that's a fair point. I'm more excited for Avengers. Spider-Man does seem like it's going to be pretty cool, though.
Yeah.
We got confirmation that Florence Pugh is going to be in that, by the way. Which I feel like she'll just be either like a post-credit tease or she'll come to try to recruit him for the Avengers.
I mean, she's in New York. It makes sense.
Yeah, and I like this idea of having all these heroes and people just popping in for a second, because a lot of times with Marvel films where there'll be like a huge event happening in like New York or like San Francisco, like Ant-Man and the Wasp or something like that. Yeah. It's like, where are these other heroes? So it makes
New York
sense
especially.
That heroes, New York definitely.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I cannot wait for that movie to just come out already. And anyway. I'm not a big fan. I think it's gonna not be good. Anyway,
speaking of directing brothers that are doing their own projects, we have Josh Safdie's Marty Supreme, the first trailer.
He's coming for that. He's coming for that Oscar.
Timmy, I don't know. This is a pretty weak year, so he's definitely got a shot. The movie looks fun though. It looks kind of cool.
Looks very stylized. Looks really cool.
Yeah, very stylized. It looks like it's going to be kind of fast-paced action.
Mm-hmm.
Timmy looks like he's good in the role. Doesn't reveal like too much. I think it just looks fun.
No, I agree. Imagine it's going to be him and The Rock competing for Best Actor, and it's the Safdie brothers directing both of them. There's a scenario that's what happens. You know that.
Well, both of these movies are going to have Academy
Oscar
Awards buzz, so we'll see whether it's for acting or for any other category.
I think a sleeper pick too would be Emily Blunt for supporting actress in Smashing Machine.
Yeah. This year has been very weak.
Yeah,
I'll say.
There's no who is your best actor right now? I don't even. Honestly, Patterson.
Yeah,
Mickey
probably
17.
Pattinson.
Yeah.
Or Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, maybe.
Sinners,
I don't know. I really don't know. For me, it would be probably Robert Pattinson for Mickey.
Yeah.
And I don't I love that movie, but like I don't love it. You know?
Yeah, I think his performance is like really good though.
Yeah, but all right. The next thing, we could skip over that Peacemaker. I think we talked about it. But you could read this one.
So Regina Hall and Anna Faris are officially returning for Scary Movie 6, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of rumors that Melissa Barrera is also going to be in the movie, which I think would be fun.
Yeah, a lot of leakers have said that it's going to it's going to be based on, at least the story itself will be based on the more recent Scream movies, like the reboots.
Yeah.
Or not reboots, but like
The newer,
prequels, whatever they're called. So yeah, that could be fun, and it kind of goes back to like the original Scary Movie, which was based off Scream.
Yeah.
What other movies do you think they're going to parody in it?
I definitely could see them doing something with Talk to Me with the hand. That's like such an easy, like, that. I'm assuming maybe Terrifier.
I think Terrifier is a fair guess.
What are like I'm trying to think of horror movies recently, like maybe The Substance.
I feel like The Substance, Pearl maybe.
Pearl, definitely Pearl.
Anna Faris's Pearl. I tweeted about Anna Faris's Pearl. It got like the most engagement I've ever gotten on a tweet. I got like 3 million views on the tweet.
I could see that, honestly.
So people want that.
Yeah.
What else could they? I feel like they might take jabs at elevated horror. Maybe some like stuff about Get Out,
things
like that. Hereditary.
Yeah. Yeah, because when these came out, that wasn't really a thing. Like
no.
Yeah.
And then by the end of Scary Movie, like the last couple ones, like 4 and 5, are just horrible.
Yeah, they're bad.
Where they had like Shaq in it for no reason, just weird shit going on.
But yeah, maybe if you want to get to this, yeah.
So next up, I'm actually really excited about this news. So there's a new Lego Batman game coming that's releasing in early 2026. So.
Oh, I didn't know early. Damn, I thought it was gonna be like December 26th.
Or maybe I made up early, but I'm pretty sure it said early 2026. Anyways, I love Lego Batman. Like, who doesn't? We grew up with those games. Lego games in general
are a lot of fun.
And they did kind of fall off, but this seems like it's going to be like a reinvention of the Lego games.
Mm-hmm.
The biggest thing that I see is like the changing gameplay that they're going to have, and more focus on, instead of like, in terms of characters, instead of quantity, quality. So they said there's going to be only 7 playable characters, which if you look at other Lego games, the roster is like 150 characters or stuff like that. So obviously there's going to still be collectibles, like you could get different bat suits
skins
and stuff. The thing that also interests me a lot about the movie is the story. I think it's a really cool idea. To sort of like pull different elements from different movies. Like his main bat suit is based on the Pattinson bat suit, but the Joker is in this world is based off the Heath Ledger Joker. There's like the best parts of each of the different Batman movies pulled into one story. I think that's a really cool idea.
They said that they're gonna cover the events of all the Batman movies in the game. Yeah,
so it's a really interesting way to do it.
Yeah, and I don't know if
I haven't seen anything with like BVS though. That's the one thing, because they said Superman's not gonna be in the game too. So how can they really do stuff from
maybe
that
like
movie?
Doomsday or something?
What do you mean?
Like
maybe Doomsday, the character,
or Lex or something. I don't know. Have you played the Lego Star Wars remastered?
Yeah, and actually, since this game got released, I low-key like popped it in the other day just to run around.
No, it's good. It's a lot of fun.
It's pretty fun, yeah.
It just sucks. I wish you can't play with your friends. It's the only thing that's annoying.
Yeah, I love Lego games. I'm very into like completionist stuff, and they're really easy to sort of like, because they're games for kids. So I'll play through the Lego games, like get all the trophies, collect all the characters. It's very nostalgic for me, and it's like stress relieving. To play the games. They're fun. I agree. It's not like you're playing fucking Call of Duty and raging after getting murdered. Like, you're just walking around collecting studs, like messing around with Lego bricks and stuff.
Like recently, I've been playing the game Doom. And I'm like, I want to like smash my head in the wall sometimes because the levels are like insane. And this is just nice. You just shut your brain off and fucking build
it's bricks the new Doom?
Shit. No, it's the first one.
Really? Where have you been playing it on?
PS5. I was like $20. I just bought it.
Like the OG Doom?
It's like it came out. It's like a newer Doom, but it's not. Let me look it up. Doom. Hold on. I'm trying to see when it came out. This is the cover of it.
Yeah, that's got to be the more modern one.
Yeah, I really like it. The aesthetic's really cool. Like, you're just like fucking fighting demons. It just gets hard sometimes.
I'm pretty sure there's a Doom movie starring The Rock. I'm pretty sure.
Are you dead ass?
Yeah. I'm like almost positive.
It's actually like a cool. Basically, they go to Mars and like find a portal to hell, and like they try to like exploit resources from hell, and it just like backfires immensely. And it's like about that.
Let me see, Doom 2005. Dwayne Johnson. He plays Sarge, who's the lead. So you might have to check that out.
Yeah, now I have to, because the story of Doom is, what's it rated? Like, what's the letterbox? Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I just closed out of it.
I'm going to look it up, actually.
2.1.
Yeesh.
So.
Carl Urban's in it, too.
Yeah, he's in it. The cast is pretty decent. Rosamund Pike also.
Who's directed?
Never heard of this guy.
A random ass dude. But honestly, I'll probably watch that. I'm not going to lie.
Gotta let me know how it is.
Yeah.
And then
The Rock's got hair in it. That's how you know it's old.
Yeah. Last bit of news is we got the first trailer for Chloe Zhao's Hamnet, starring Paul Mescal and Jessie Buckley. It follows William Shakespeare and his wife, Anne Hathaway, as they struggle to come to terms with the loss of their only son, Hamnet. So don't be confused. Anne Hathaway, the actress, is not in this.
Yeah.
Shakespeare's wife just happened to be called Anne Hathaway, I guess, in real life. So it looks pretty good.
Yeah,
Visually looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like it's gonna be a very emotional story.
Yeah. Did you see like the stage they built for the movie?
No, I haven't.
They built like, it's a 70% scale, like actual like stage that had when like William Shakespeare would put on plays and things like that. It looks sick.
Really cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Like I said, visually in the trailer, a lot of the stuff looks really cool.
Yeah.
Paul Mescal, great. I love Jessie Buckley too. She's also going to be in that Bride of Frankenstein movie.
Was she in Talk to Me or no?
No.
Not Talk to Me. I'm sorry. What's the one that they just did?
Oh no, was that her? I don't think that was her.
Maybe not. But yeah, it looks good. This is her first movie since Eternals, right?
Yeah.
I know she's also
bring her back.
Yeah.
No, that was Sally Hawkins.
Oh, okay.
From Paddington.
Oh.
Yeah, they do look similar though.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
She's in Men.
Yes. Okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I saw that Chloe Zhao is supposed to do some type of vampire movie as well.
I saw that too.
With Pattinson, I believe, as well.
Bro, don't quote me on this. For some reason, I feel like Awkwafina was going to be in that movie. But I think I'm getting confused.
Please tell me. There's no fucking way.
I think I'm getting confused because I'm pretty sure when the news about that coming out, when it was like released, there was also the news about Renfield at the same time was coming out, and she's in Renfield. So I'm pretty sure that I just got them confused.
Let me see.
But it's supposed to be like a Western, like futuristic Western.
Futuristic
Dracula,
Western, yeah.
Something like that.
This is in 2021. Nomadland filmmaker Chloe Zhao tackling sci-fi Western Dracula for Universal. But this is 2021. We haven't heard anything since then.
Yeah, there's no cast either. I'm looking on Letterboxd.
I'm sure when this starts going through the press, Hamnet, they're going to ask her about this, I'm sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I kind of want to rewatch Eternals. I feel like I would like it much more now.
I like Eternals.
Yeah.
I think it gets hated on too much. But yeah, I'm looking. That was her last movie, though, Eternals. She probably just got a fat check from Marvel and then chilled for a few years.
Yeah.
So, can't blame her. But
honestly, it's my... Oh, sorry, last thing. Might be one of the most stacked casts in a Marvel movie.
Eternals? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great cast.
You could argue one of their best casts ever. Anne Hathaway, Barry Keoghan.
It's funny. Something actually came out about Eternals recently. Kumail Nanjiani.
Yeah.
If I'm mispronouncing his name, I apologize. But he said when he signed on, they were like, "Oh, you're signing on for 6 movies and a video game." And I'm pretty sure that just shows that like they've abandoned the Eternals. Because if he was supposed to be in 6 movies and they've only made one since, like whatever plans they had for them definitely changed.
Apparently we forgot to include this in the movie news, but apparently they're going to adapt like Judgment Day, which is a story of essentially just like X-Men and Avengers versus the Eternals. It's like the Eternals come to Earth and are like Earth has to be destroyed, and like so that could be a way of like them kind of maybe addressing the Eternals, because I would like to see them again.
Judgment Day feels like it would be something that happens post Secret Wars, obviously.
Yeah.
So that might be in the rebooted MCU. They just bring back maybe some of them that worked.
Yeah.
And then, because why would they want to destroy Earth? The whole thing is that they save Earth in the Eternals. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, the Celestials want to destroy Earth, is what I'm saying.
So why would the Avengers fight the Eternals?
Because the Eternals, like, in this story, the Eternals are on the side of the Celestials. Like, they agree.
But I'm saying that wouldn't happen in the current MCU. So, like, it would have to be something after the reboot and, like, maybe with new characters.
But then again, Marvel does this thing where they'll take the comic runs and, like, name a movie after it, and then it has absolutely nothing to do with the comic run that it's from.
Yeah, that's true.
So, like, this could just be, like, a title for, like... Honestly, this could be, like, a title for X-Men Apocalypse. It's just, like, a code name for it.
Yeah.
You know? But
that's a good point.
We'll see.
All right, so now that that's done, you want to do our top 10?
Yeah, so... what do you want to do? Like our first 5?
Let's just go 10 through 1 each.
Okay.
Just to get it over with, and it'll make it easier for me to make the clips. So
let me just go on my list. Hold on.
How many movies
have? No, mine's not up. You can go first. But I'm curious, how many movies have you seen, like from 2025?
I've seen 44 this year.
Damn, I'm at 55.
Yeah, you're smoking me.
Honestly, you've seen all the, like, this year is really mid. Holy fuck, dude.
Yeah, this year sucks.
Yeah. I'm looking at, like, my top 10. It's like, Jesus, man. All right. I'll run through 10 to 5
wait,
quick. I'm sorry.
Let's just go straight through, but you want me to go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Okay, so 2025, here are my top 10 films of the year. I'm going to give a few honorable mentions first. Mm-hmm. I'll give 5 honorable mentions. That's kind of a lot, but I'll just name them. And I just want to preface this by saying this year has sucked overall. There are some great films, but as a whole, not the best.
Yeah.
So my honorable mentions are The Ugly Stepsister, which you went to go check out. Cool body horror film.
Mm-hmm.
Death of a Unicorn, Paul Rudd, Jen Ortega. It's a pretty fun movie. 28 Years Later. Not much to say about that one. It's good. I'm looking forward to the sequel.
I didn't put that on. Sorry.
It's okay. Then Bring Her Back. The Philip Howe brothers' next movie was lots of fun. And my last honorable mention is Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. So in 10th place, I have Superman, directed by James Gunn. We talked about it on the podcast before. I think it nails exactly what that Boy Scout Superman character is, and it's a great start to the DCU. I'm excited to see what they do next. 9th place, another superhero movie. I have Thunderbolts, set in the MCU. It's, of all the superhero movies that came out this year, I think it made the least amount of money. So that's kind of disappointing, but great direction and a pretty good story with a great cast.
Yeah.
So 8th place, I have F1, starring Brad Pitt. Just a really cool cinematic experience. Seeing it in IMAX was a lot of fun, and it's a good movie. Yeah. 7, I have The Fantastic Four: First Steps, what I think is the best superhero film of the year. Really love the cast. I love the retrofuturistic world. Another one we talked about on the podcast before. Number 6, I have a movie from earlier this year that not a lot of people have talked about, and that's the movie Presence. Going into it, I didn't expect a lot, but it actually really scared me. And especially the way the movie ends, I was like shaking almost. So definitely go check that out if you're into horror and you're into supernatural stuff. If you don't know, it basically follows a haunted house, but it's from the perspective of the spirit. So cool concept. Yeah. 5th place for the year, I have Mickey 17, another one that came out kind of earlier in the year, I think maybe in March. And it stars Robert Pattinson in a dual role. He's fantastic. He really carries the film, so great movie. 4th, I have Eddington, directed by Ari Aster. This one is definitely a little more controversial, but I thought it was hilarious. And it also has a great cast. The whole... We run through the entire runtime of the movie. It's maybe 2.5 hours, but it felt really quick. And... great commentary on living life through COVID, which is something that we all had to do. I think when you look back at this movie years and years from now, it's going to seem so insane. But this is what was actually happening during that time. It's a little bit exaggerated, but it's a great movie.
Yeah.
So getting into the top 3, 3rd place could be controversial. It's probably a lot of people's number 1. I have Sinners, directed by Ryan Coogler. So another one that has a dual role. Michael B. Jordan plays 2 twins, and it has to do with vampires, and it's set during the maybe the 20s, is it?
I think, the 1920s, yeah.
20s in the South. There's a lot of music in the film, and has a great set of performances by the leads. Lots of blood, lots of action. It's really cool.
Yeah.
And then I have, in 2nd place, I have a really recent release, Weapons, directed by Zach Kreger. We just talked about this film last episode, and even doing that episode and thinking about it more, I like the film like more and more.
Yeah.
I think it has a great story, another one with a great cast, and just the intensity that you feel throughout the movie really elevated it for me. It's my top horror film of the year.
Yeah.
But in first place, you might actually be able to call this a horror film. Another one that not many people are talking about, I have Warfare, directed by Alex Garland. To me, this is easily the best movie of the year. It is super, super realistic, and it is horrifying. It nails exactly what it's trying to go for, which is putting you into this battle with these soldiers and going through it with them and experiencing what they experience. The film takes place maybe over the course of 90 minutes, which is how long the movie actually is. So it really feels like an experience of being there. And it's just intense and disgusting in ways.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just think that people are sleeping on this movie. So definitely go check that out if you haven't. So that's my top 10 of the year so far. Not the best year, but we'll see. Yeah. There's still hope.
All right. So I feel like I'll give like a couple honorable mentions. You mentioned as well, Presence. I really enjoyed, like a really unique way of telling a horror story. Another one, Bad Guys 2. I know probably not a lot of people have seen that. The Bad Guys movies are basically just like animated Ocean's 11. So they just are able to do way more cool stunts and different things like that. The Naked Gun, I actually really enjoyed. And the first time I was actually like laughing a lot in the theater. And I'm happy that I really enjoyed it. It was very surprising for me. And then also as well, Fantastic Four First Steps. Really refreshing and stylized take on the Fantastic Four. And I hope that we see more of that world in the future. All right. So number 10, I have Together. This was a kind of like a body horror movie about codependency and like things like that. And I thought it did some really cool things and I enjoyed it. Number 9, I have F1. Again, it was the Top Gun director, so it really nails that like scale and spectacle. Like it's just a very well made, like typical like dad fare, but it was good. Number 8, I have Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. Another just these stunts. Tom Cruise is just fucking insane, just hanging off of planes and diving, and I don't even know, but you know, all for the sake of cinema. So another good movie. 7, I had Eddington. Like Matt said, it's a very kind of funny look at what the 2020s were like in the United States, and it's just insane in my opinion. 6, I had Superman. I love Superman. He's my favorite superhero. I really love the way James Gunn did the very comic booky world. I really enjoyed it. Number 5, and my favorite superhero movie of the year was Thunderbolts. I think this is like arguably the best written Marvel movie. It does a lot of good things. Even the fight scenes are great, and like you're actually invested in the characters. And I have to say, honestly, going into Avengers, I'm the most excited to see the Thunderbolts out of any other team. That's like, you know. But 4, I had Mickey 17. Robert Pattinson is just absolutely fantastic in this. He plays dual roles. You can argue he could be best actor and best supporting actor in my opinion, but you know, I can argue that another day. 3, I had Warfare. Like Matt said, this is really like a horror movie, and like I work in an emergency room, and it felt like being in the middle of like a trauma in the emergency room. Like everything felt like honestly really intense, and it's definitely an anxiety-filled watch, but very good. Number 2, I have Weapons. Again, it recently just came out, but just such a beautiful way of storytelling in the movie. And just, you know, there's a lot I really like about it in terms of like just, what's the witch's name? Gladys, and the kind of way that things work in that. And then my number 1 movie of the year is Sinners. I just think Michael B. Jordan is absolutely fantastic. The music is fucking incredible. And that kid, Miles Canton, is fantastic. That was his first acting role. And just even, I know that's the Convergence of Souls, that shot. I know you weren't the biggest fan of that, but I just think it's such a like stylized and unique sequence. Like I've never seen anything like that in my life. I really, yeah. So yeah, that's our top 10.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have pretty similar. But
yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it hasn't been the best year overall, but the good stuff is pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't have any 5 stars this year yet, though.
Neither do I. What's your worst movie of the year?
Oh man, let me check. Do you have yours?
Yeah.
I was thinking we also could do like our top 5 worst really quick if you want.
Yeah. We'll run through it quick. So for me, I have the worst movie of the year, Peter Pan Neverland Nightmare. Atrocious. Like they have like the pixie dust fairy. She's like addicted to heroin, and she's like a transgender woman. Just very strange movie. After that, I had The Gorge. It sucked. I was actually pretty hyped because Miles Teller and Anya Taylor-Joy. I wasn't a big fan. After that, Seductress from Hell. This was a movie me and Matt actually got to see early last year. But yeah, I just wasn't the biggest fan. The Midnight Banquet, which was like that movie that Lily Gladstone did right after her Oscar win. Actually, like really depressing and sad, and not like it's supposed to be like a fucking comedy, and they're talking about like miscarriages and like all this like really sad shit. I was like, what the fuck? But yeah, and then after that, Oh Canada, another really weird movie. I did not like that.
I didn't get to see that one. Maybe
Really.
give one more just because like if I make this in a clip, I'm not gonna violate the Seductress from Hell.
Yeah. I feel bad. After that, I have Hard Eyes. Sucked. Not fun.
I kind of liked Hard Eyes.
It was stupid. Like the guy's just fucking sitting in the closet. Like, do you remember that scene? He's just
yeah.
It's just like
I thought it was kind of fun with the kills and the gore, but
some of the kills were cool. I'll give him that.
All right,
what about
my
you?
top 5 were starting at the bottom is The Electric State. As much as I defend the Russo bros for what they're doing with the Avengers movies, this is just it's undefendable.
Schlop.
It's complete schlop, and just the budget of this movie is like, oh my god, you could have made like 10 movies with that.
I heard the VFX are actually pretty good though.
Yeah, the VFX are not bad, but the story sucks.
Yeah,
Chris Pratt sucks. I don't know.
Apparently,
it's fine.
The movie, I mean, the book is very good.
Yeah, I'm sure it is, but the movie is not good.
Yeah,
it's horrible. Next worst for me, I had a Flight Risk, directed by Mel Gibson.
What? Oh no, I'm thinking of a different movie. Sorry.
That was such a high pitched one.
I know. Yeah, I was like very.
What did you think I was talking about?
Fight or Flight.
Oh, the one with Josh
Hartnett. Yeah.
No. This is the Mel Gibson starring Mark Wahlberg, and it's the first shot of the movie is like a building made with AI. So that just tells you all you need to know.
Shaq and Kobe, a piece of shit in Hollywood.
Next we have Love Hurts, which I wanted to like, but just not great. I love Ke Huy Quan and what's her face? Who else? Ariana DeBose. Yeah. After she won her Oscar, just like she hasn't been anything good since. So not a fan of that one.
Yeah.
Then next I had You're Cordially Invited, which was the comedy starring Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, the Amazon one?
And it's about like a wedding. Just, it wasn't like as horrible as the other ones I mentioned, but just completely forgettable. And talking about forgettable, I actually didn't even remember that I watched this movie until I'm looking at the list. And it's Holland, directed by Nicole Kidman.
Oh.
Or not, I'm sorry, starring Nicole Kidman.
What is it about?
Honestly, I don't even remember. I actually don't even remember a single thing about this movie.
It's got the dude from Werewolf by Night in it, too.
Yeah. Gael Garcia Bernal.
Yeah.
And Matthew McFadden. Like, this is concerning because I'm looking at this. I don't remember a single thing from this movie. I don't remember anything.
Cast is good. I don't know.
Let's see. Some things only look perfect. Teacher Nancy's life with her husband in Holland, Michigan tumbles into a twisted tale when she and colleague become suspicious of a secret.
Holland, Michigan?
I don't remember anything about this movie.
The way they advertise it with the tulips and the fuck. Why am I like an idiot? The windmill thingies makes me. I thought it was gonna be in like the Netherlands.
Nope.
Like, what the fuck? That's like actually really stupid.
Let me see. Super bland movie. Nicole Kidman was going through the motions here. The story wasn't really interesting. I don't know what else to say. This is a streaming movie. Yep. I don't remember a single thing about it. That's actually scary. Yeah, those are some of the worst of the year. But there's a lot more at the bottom. Back in Action, Honey Don't We talked about.
Yeah.
Snow White.
Yeah. Captain America Brave New World.
Yeah. Wolfman.
Odessa.
I don't know if you watched that.
Odessa? No, I didn't.
The one
The
with Sadie Sink.
the Alto Nights.
Yeah, Alto Nights. One of Them Days, wasn't really a fan of. Love Me with Steven Yeun and Kristen Stewart.
I thought that was fine. I thought it was
I didn't
cute.
like that. I
Really?
didn't like that. But
I have that. Wait, low key. Why do I not have that on there? Oh, I think it came out last year, low key. That's why I put on my. Oh no, it's on here. It's like 24 for me. I liked it. Did you see The
yeah.
Surfer with
Nicolas Cage.
yeah,
No.
you should see it.
Bad.
No, it's not bad. Nazi 2 is like 28 for me. I'm a real one. I
Neja,
saw it.
maybe?
I saw it before they even had the fucking English one come out. I saw it in Mandarin.
Seems like you just pronounced that in Mandarin. Whatever you
Yeah,
just said.
Nazi 2. I think that's how you say it.
I think it's Neja.
Oh,
Neja.
Neja 2. I had no idea what was going on in the plot, but like the animation is fucking insane.
Yeah, maybe I'll get to it.
Yeah, but
All
yeah.
right. I think we can move on to the last
Yeah.
film now.
So
Yeah, you go ahead.
So I've actually last week watched Before Sunrise for the first time and absolutely loved it. And obviously this is a trilogy, so and arguably the best one is considered Before Sunset. And so I decided, I wanted to watch that. We'll have the synopsis up here. What if you had a second chance with the one that got away? 9 years later, Jesse travels across Europe giving readings from the book he wrote about the night he spent in Vienna with Celine. After this reading in Paris, Celine finds him and they spend a part of the day together before Jesse has again to leave for a flight. They are both in relationships now, and Jesse has a son, but as their strong feelings for each other start to return, both confess a longing for more. Wait, I didn't know she had a boyfriend. Oh no, she mentions the boyfriend. You're right. He's like doesn't live in Paris.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love this. And I think I like this even more than the original, because in the original they're younger, so it's like kind of like fun and like whatever. And this is like they're adults and they talk about like real life problems, and it's a lot more deeper, I feel, than the original. And their chemistry is just undeniable. They're fantastic together. And I like just the nice shot, like just them walking around Paris. It's like a really beautiful city. They go on the boat. Like it's just, I don't know. I really, really liked it.
Yeah, I love this movie so
Yeah.
much. The whole trilogy is great, but this in particular, I agree with you. It's much better than not much better, but it's better than the
Better.
original. It's much better than the third one.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's just like you're basically just a fly on the wall following these two people talk.
Yeah.
And their chemistry is so good that you're just watching two people talk and there's no plot and the movie flies by.
Yeah.
And it's enjoyable and it's interesting and it's just so good.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah, like, and even like the shots of like them, like just literally, it'll be like a one singular shot for like 3 minutes of just them walking and like them talking to each other. It's so nice. Like, I don't know. Yeah. I didn't realize this is the guy who did Hitman.
Yeah, Richard Linklater. He has a bunch of. He also, I know. So this movie came out 9 years after the original.
Yeah.
And 9 years have actually passed in the story, which I think is a really cool concept. And it's an interesting way in like how to make films, is to actually like the amount of time that passes in real life is how much time will pass from one film to the other.
Yeah.
And Richard Linklater also has this movie called Boyhood, which I haven't seen, but I want to check out. That takes, I think it was filmed over the course of like 20 or 30 years. That follows like a kid growing up, but it's the same actors throughout that whole course of time. It also stars Ethan Hawke.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, let's click on it. 3.8. Yeah,
I gotta watch that.
He's quickly becoming one of my favorite directors.
Yeah, and I like this movie a lot because, like you said, they're more mature. It starts off when they first meet, they're like a bit standoffish, but they quickly kind of get back into like exactly how they were talking all the way back then.
Yeah,
that movie's a lot more like
fun,
romantic, and like
idealist, like it's
fairy tale, this and that. And this one is more realistic. They don't actually have anything. There's no romantic thing that happens in this movie.
Yeah,
it's just them talking about that night, talking about what they've been up to, their fears, their regrets, what's going on in their lives. And
it's hard because there's not really much to like talk about, because it's literally just like two people talking. This is the entire movie, but it's just done so well. And like, I don't know, even the scenes of her talking, like I like this line in particular. She's like, men call me and they tell me thank you for teaching me how to love. And like, I don't know, I just like, and saying like, I wanted you to marry me, even if I would have said no, but just the thought that someone cared, like, it's just, I don't know, I like that line. I love those scenes. No.
Yeah. So yeah, the ending is ambiguous too. And I do like the ending, and I like how, yeah, it starts out with them like, oh, let's just go for a walk, we'll grab coffee, and Jesse like keeps finding ways to extend their time together. He's like, oh, let's go on the boat. And he's like, oh, like I'll walk you back to your house, and he's like, oh, can you just play me a song on the guitar? And it's so obvious that he wants to keep spending more and more time with her.
Yeah.
And even though maybe she's like, oh, come on, we didn't have enough time, she wants it too.
Yeah.
So the ending is ambiguous. The question does get answered in
the second one, the third one,
the third movie, but this movie itself is kind of risky to approach because before sunrise, which is the first movie, it ends where it's like, oh, we'll meet in 6 months, and then you don't know what happens. So it's like, do you really want to answer that question? Yeah. And I think that the way that they did answer it was done very well. It's not like, oh yeah, they ended up meeting and they're together. It's like, no, that didn't happen, but they did end up reconnecting all these years later. So it's actually interesting too, because when I was looking into the movie a little bit, I do have a cool little story from the director that I'm going to read.
Ooh.
So this is not my own words, but... Okay, so this is from IMDb. So in the movie, Jesse confesses to Celine that he wrote a book about their meeting 9 years before, partially in the hope that she would read it and reestablish contact with him. Like Before Sunrise, this is based on events in director Richard Linklater's own life. He had once spent a night walking and talking around Philadelphia with a woman called Amy in 1989. Though they initially stayed in touch over the telephone, they lost contact eventually. In 1994, Linklater shot Before Sunrise, based on his night with Amy. Like Jesse in Before Sunset, Linklater was secretly hoping that Amy had heard of the movie and would show up at the premiere, but she did not.
Wow.
So when Before Sunset was released, she did not show up either. It wasn't until 2010, before Linklater started production on the second sequel, Before Midnight, that a friend of Amy who knew about their story contacted him and told him that she had died in a motorcycle accident on May 9th, 1994, a few weeks before he started shooting Before Sunrise.
Fuck. I just got like the big ass chill down my spine. I was not expecting that story to go that way.
Isn't that crazy?
God, that's horrible.
So she passed away like only a few months or a few weeks before he started shooting Before Sunrise, that was his plan, to get her to see the movie and then reconnect with her. So it's chilling a little bit, but isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
When I saw that story, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
But
and honestly, I feel like when you travel, and like honestly, I had a similar experience when I went to Poland. Like I met a girl and like we like walked around, whatever. It was kind of like, and this reminded me a lot of that experience of like two people from like two different cultures, and just like kind of just talking and walking around in somewhere that it's foreign to you. Like I don't know, it kind of reminded me of my trip.
Yeah, and I don't travel too much, but it seems like it's definitely a movie that like people who do travel a lot, especially to Europe, can kind of enjoy. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I really, I was telling you, Before Sunrise, the train that they take from Budapest to Vienna, I'm gonna be taking, which is kind of cool.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna have
do you
to
have
find
a favorite scene in the movie?
I think that when they're in the taxi and she's like, kind of like having a breakdown and like just talking about how like she's very frustrated with men and everything, and he's just kind of supporting her and whatnot. I really like that scene. Yeah.
My favorite scene is the end, the guitar scene.
The guitar scene?
Where she sings the song. She's like, oh, I'll sing the song I wrote. And it's about like a dance. What is it? It's about like a tango or something?
Yeah.
I forget. But when she starts to play it and sing it, you start to realize like the lyrics are about him.
Yeah.
So it was just really cool. I don't know.
No, yeah.
It was
the
song was good.
Yeah.
So, favorite character? I like Jesse.
I like Jesse. He's just like, he's like got aura and shit, he's vibing out.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, no problem. No, my girlfriend just got
special guest.
Say hi?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hello.
Sorry,
It's my girl.
No, it's my girlfriend Gabby.
Nice to meet you.
I said hi.
Matt said hi. I'm sorry, but yeah, he was good. It's just something about the whole aesthetic of the movie and just people just being a fly, like you said, being a fly on the wall and just observing these people that clearly have like a deep connection, just talk to each other, and it's beautiful, honestly.
Yeah, it's crazy how engaging it is for a movie that's just the whole movie is a conversation.
Yeah.
That's it. Nothing happens. and
And
it still is so interesting, so engaging.
I'm glad that like I was able to see this now because I feel like if I was younger and I watched this, I definitely wouldn't have appreciated it. I would have probably like got bored. But if you're right, like it's very very engaging for such a simple movie.
Yeah, the whole thing was shot in 15 days also, which I found
Oh
interesting.
wow. Was there a
And
script or they just kind of? I feel like there had to be times where
nah,
they
yeah, there
just.
definitely was a script, but I'm sure some of it was improvised. But there
Yeah.
was definitely certain things that they talked about that he probably definitely wanted, like the taxi
Yeah.
scene where she breaks down, things like
Yeah.
that.
I remember like
Um,
when in the first I was watching an interview in the first one in Before Sunrise, uh when they were doing the scene in the train, like she was I forgot what the original line was, but Julie Depley was like, I would never get off the train with this guy. What the fuck? Like, and so he made him keep trying to say something until it was like realistic enough that like she would actually get off the
yeah,
train with him.
that's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
yeah,
That's pretty cool. Yeah, I like little filmmaking techniques like that to make a
yeah.
more authentic experience.
And you can tell everybody involved like deeply loves their craft in this. Like, you know,
Yeah, yeah. Just last thing before we rate it.
yeah,
Just I really liked a lot of the shaky cam too. When you're following them walking, it like you could tell it's a guy holding a
in
camera,
the camera,
behind them
yeah,
and walking.
yeah,
It's not like on a mount or anything and steady. And it kind of adds to just you're just following these people. It's like
yeah,
you're there, like you're a fly on the wall. It feels like
yeah,
you're walking with them. So I thought that was really cool, and that was just it made the film better. So
yeah.
yeah, we can rate it. You go
Yeah.
first.
So right now I have it at a 4.5, but it's very very close to a 5, and it may change in the future. It's just like there's honestly I really can't name much wrong with this movie. The cast, the script, the camera work, the environments that it's in. It's just like such a good and the story itself of just these two people have been separated for so long and they find each other and they just like it's like they're right back together from the day that they met in Vienna and they just snap right back into it. And I think that's like amazing.
Yeah, I agree. I also have it at a 4.5 stars, 9 out of 10. I think it's definitely my favorite of the trilogy, and just being able to keep my attention for someone who has TikTok brain, being able to keep my attention for a 90-minute runtime where the entire plot is just a conversation. It's two people talking, and their chemistry is so like electric that
Yeah.
you're just pulled in. You're pulled into these characters, and it's so easy to watch.
Yeah.
It's so good. It feels authentic. And yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a great movie.
Yeah.
So
Feels real.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really it. So
Before
that
I
was
have
a
to
great
watch.
rec, Joe.
I have to watch it. Honestly, though, I'm not gonna lie. This might be because people always say this is the best trilogy ever made. So far, 2 4.5s, dude. I don't. It might be.
It's up there. When we did
Yeah.
our trilogy rankings, I think it was like third or fourth for me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah. All right, that's really
So,
it.
yeah.
We could recommend a movie for next episode.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. Remember you said you want to do the fan cast?
Oh yeah, do you want to do that?
Yeah.
quickly?
So I
forgot
have a
about
call.
that.
We're gonna do this thing where I'm gonna give Matthew a couple actors or actresses, and he's gonna tell me who they should play in like a Marvel or DC movie, whoever he feels like.
And yeah, just shout out to Escape Pod podcast because I saw
Yeah.
them doing this and I thought it'd be fun for us to
Yeah.
try.
This
So
is not our original idea. So first, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise. I think obviously Iron Man comes to mind, and Ultimate
Yeah.
Iron Man. I think he would have been a good Hal Jordan
Yep.
in a different world.
I agree.
But obviously, what's his face is playing him, Kyle Chandler. I think that
Yeah.
would be good too. But if I was making my own universe, I would cast him as Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. Let me
I
think
agree.
of who he could play though now, of who's available.
Trying to think of like
fuck it, Alfred. No, he's
Honest-
not that old.
wait, I saw somebody that I thought would be a good Alfred. And it's like a really well-known actor. Fuck. No, it's gonna come back to me. I'm sorry.
All right, yeah, I don't know. I'll say Hal Jordan.
Okay.
I think it'd be good Hal Jordan.
All right. This is kind of a she's already been in a superhero movie, but we'll say this for DC, but Natalie Portman.
Natalie.
Because she's done Star Wars, she's done Marvel. I don't see why she wouldn't do a DC movie.
That's an interesting one. I kind of feel like I'd want to see her as a villain for some reason.
Yeah, I agree. You know who actually you'd say you're gonna say first.
No, you go first because I'm having trouble with this one.
I was gonna say,
actually.
what's her name from the X-Men? Oh my God, She turns into diamonds.
Oh, Emma Frost.
Emma Frost, yeah.
That would be an interesting one. But I thought you said for DC.
Oh, I'm sorry. DC?
Yes, that's a tough one.
Yeah, it is a tough
Let's
one.
see, female DC characters. I'm cheating a little bit.
She's a little older, though, so I don't think she would play
Yeah,
like...
that's why. It's tough if she's a little older.
Yeah.
She could be a cool Poison Ivy.
Honestly, yeah, that's like a... Like, she could play a villain that, like... Yeah, like Poison Ivy would be good. Maybe like... I don't even know. Maybe Banshee, but I feel like she's... I don't know about
Cheetah.
Banshee for her. Cheetah? Yeah, that's not
She's
a
a
bad
great
one.
actress, so
Yeah.
she could play whoever. But,
All
right. Who's next?
Hold on, I gotta like pull up some people. How about Margaret Qualley?
Margaret Qualley. She should play Rogue. And I've said this before.
That's a good one.
I think she would be a great Rogue.
Because she has that kind of... She's from the South, right?
I don't know, but she plays Southern characters a lot. At least a couple times she has.
Let me see. I'm trying to look. American accent. It doesn't really say what she's doing, but I feel like something like that, like a Southern kind of. I like Kiki Palmer as well. That's another one.
Mm-hmm. I have one for you though.
Yeah.
Mikey Madison. Who should she play? Because I have a good cast for her, I think.
Honestly, now I take it back. I feel like she would be a good Banshee.
I think she could play Harley Quinn pretty well.
She could. That's an easy one.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or Ella Purnell would be a good Harley Quinn from Fallout.
Yeah. Wait, I'm definitely saying the Superman villain wrong because it's... Oh, no, it is Banshee.
I don't know much about Banshee.
She's just like this... She has like sonic screams and stuff like that. I don't know why. I always think about that scene of her in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood when she like screams at... what's his name?
Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Like she has like a kind of... I don't know.
Cliff Booth.
Yeah. Like this really strong, like feminine rage in the scream. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. Oh, Silver Banshee. That's her name. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Anyone else? I got like one or two more for you.
Yeah, I'll get you like two more. Hold on. I gotta like...
Try to make it like younger kind of up-and-coming people.
Let me see. Trying to think. What about Rachel Zegler?
Rachel Zegler. I feel like she was in Shazam, wasn't she?
Yeah, but like she
played like some
random ass. Yeah.
I feel like she would be a good X-Men character. I'm just trying to think of who.
If she was Asian, I'd say Jubilee, but no.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to cheat here a little bit.
I feel like she'd be a good Raven.
I don't know if I really see that. Let me see. Kitty Pryde? No, she's Asian, right?
Yeah, Kitty. No, I think Kitty Pryde's Jewish.
Maybe she could be Kitty Pryde.
Yeah, that's not a bad pick.
She could be a little Kitty Pryde.
Yeah. All right, I'll do one more. Hold on. I look. You should have like looked up more people before.
Fine. I can.
All right, this is a good one. Paul Mescal.
Paul Mescal. I know he was in the running for Human Torch at some point. He doesn't give me Human Torch vibes. I think he could be a good Beast.
Yeah, that's a good pick. I can see him as Beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be cool.
Because he has like a very kind of stoic...
He's kind of rugged a little bit.
Yeah.
Wolverine. No, that's
I haven't seen him with like... I like Wolverine, that guy from Saturday Night.
Oh, Matt Wood.
Yeah.
He's short. He's short and stocky.
Yeah.
He can do it.
We gotta get him in the gym a little bit, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
All right. Yeah, that was pretty fun.
Next time we do that, I'll get like a better.
It's okay. I forgot about that. But
yeah.
All right. Yeah. So that's really it. So my movie rec for episode 80, stop clicking that pen. It's okay. I just keep hearing it.
Yeah.
Anyways, my movie rec for episode 80, which is One that I'm surprised we actually haven't talked about on the podcast because it came out like just before we started. I want to talk about The Batman.
Oh, I've been wanting to rewatch this too.
I've been wanting to rewatch it,
Yeah.
and we always discuss it. We always talk about Pattinson, and I thought we talked about it on the podcast, but we never have. So
That's crazy. We haven't talked about that. Oh, I'm
I
actually
have
excited.
a 4K of it too. So
Oh, word?
I'm excited. Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, we'll talk about The Batman. I'm not sure what else comes out.
And then Caught Stealing and Conjuring Last Rites.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that'll be your last U.S. based episode.
based, and the next one I'll probably be in like Vietnam or something. We'll figure it out.
All right. Well, thank you
All
guys so much for listening / watching. Definitely subscribe if you're not. Definitely check out our social medias. We're gaining a bunch of followers on Instagram. Really appreciate that. I think we have like 4,600 Instagram followers, which is crazy to even think about. And yeah, follow us on TikTok. I'll be pumping out these TikToks, so hope you guys enjoy them. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks for episode 80.
Peace.